welcome to Conversations with Karabo, and I'm your host, Karabo Baloi. And I'm here to have conversations with different people from different walks of life, and they tell us about how they built their careers. Today, I'm with a very good friend of mine who needs no introduction, but I'll introduce him anyway. Budha, aka Budha Baskbay, aka Pabalo, aka the man of the hour.
Yes, I'm good. How are you, Karawa?
I'm good, good.
How you been?
I've been okay.
Thank you for having me.
That we went to high school together. We've been friends for a very long time.
Very long time.
But I didn't know that when we were in high school, you were busy threading clothes.
It has always been a passion that's always been there. Just that it took time. It took a lot of confidence. People didn't believe in you. But I was always a hustler. I used to gamble a lot.
Yeah.
So money has always been my thing. So yeah.
So you figured, okay, what's the fastest way I could get money?
And the cleanest way, where you hurt no one gets hurt. Yeah. So, plus you knew me, I've always loved clothes at every young age.
Okay. No, and yes, you have loved clothes, but let me tell you, you dress as well back in high school.
Hey, man. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
No, or something,
No ways.
like wearing closed shoes with socks up until here.
Marcavella was the in thing, your Levi's jean, your K-Ways, your Quicksilvers. I mean, get fashion, get the trend. That was, and I used to dance back then, so you can imagine the way.
Okay,
of course, you must always be ready.
Oh, you don't dance now?
Nah, I don't dance.
You've come a long way.
I've come a long way.
So tell me, how did you come up with the name Baskbay? It's quite unique.
Yo, it took a while, like I took a gap year after high school because my parents wanted me to do financial studies and things like that, so I wasn't sure where I wanted to be. But I was like, I've always wanted to do this clothing thing. So I took a gap year, applied at TUT for marketing because we've always done events and I used to invest in clothing brands.
Okay.
Until a friend of mine was like, you're always investing in clothing brands and these people are wasting your time and your money. Why don't you start your own? So that's actually how I built up confidence. And the name came about, I had a lot of names, but during high school, I used to bank a lot.
Yes.
So there used to be this teacher called Miss Volhuter or so. Yeah. So every time we used to bank by classes.
Yes.
So we used to say, hey, you go bask in the sun. Go bask in the sun. Okay, fine. Bask. Then obviously you need to make it rhyme. Baskbay. The bay is for before anyone else.
Wow.
Just with us, it comes with a Y.
Okay.
So it's Baskbay. It means to be exposed before anyone else.
Wow.
That's actually how I came up with the name.
Okay, I did not know that.
Now you know. You need to be creative in this game.
That is an interesting fact.
Because a brand name should be unique, it should rhyme, and what else? It should actually also be easy to pronounce, And only I can define the name because I came with the name. You need to be unique.
So you started off with like just t-shirts.
I actually started off with beanies.
Okay.
Yeah, I got money to buy sneakers. Then I went to buy beanies. Sold the beanies, got hoodies, beanies. Yeah, then I never looked back. It was just, I went forward from that.
Okay. So, back to the conversation I was telling you about earlier.
Okay.
I don't know if you'll remember this conversation that we had. I don't know if I called you or I texted you, but there was a time where, like, I had a dream about you.
Okay.
You remember?
I don't remember.
I told you that I had a dream about you, and you were like, okay, what was the dream about? And I told you, well, I won't go into detail. But that this is what you were doing, like you had a couple of things that you didn't have at that time.
Okay, yeah.
And I see that you're venturing into them now, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I told you that you had shoes, and at that time you didn't have shoes.
Okay.
And now you have shoes.
Not really, but I have slides, yeah, for my brand.
That's
No, I mean, there's a lot of things that I need to do. Just that in this business, especially coming up with no sponsorship, no funding, every cent counts, you know. So to make, let's say in China, minimum quantity can be 50 things. Already that shipment can be like close to 16K, which you can use on something else. So normally you focus on things that you know that I have a product here, it's gonna bring money. Then yeah, the rest of the things will actually fall in place as we go, you know? Because if I had like 500,000, I would be doing everything I wanted to do. I mean, this is not just the brand, it's a lifestyle. I want to venture in a lot of things, you know, like your swimwears, clothing, corporate, you know, when you go into a meeting, your shoes. There's a lot of things, you know, like take a look at all these luxury brands. I consider myself to also be a luxury brand.
Come on now.
Just that I don't have the proper funding I need, you know. So I work with what I have basically, yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier on that you have a printing company.
Yeah.
Did you do that because you felt like it would save more money? Or why did you decide to do it yourself?
So actually the printing company, you remember trap loads?
Yeah.
So the trap loads always insisted I do their merch. I was like, no, go do your merch to the following people. They're like, no, you have an eye, so we want you to do our merch for us. So with you, we can trust you, its quality and everything. So the trap loads actually made me start this printing company, which after I started it, that's actually when your likes of Godspeed, there's so many brands that came about, you know. And it's, when you love clothes, you love clothes. So it's that thing, a lot of you bringing life into someone's dream, you know, just trying to show them the ropes and just trying to make everything easy for them. So yeah.
Okay. Well, you might not remember the dream, but I still think that it's going to come true for you. And when it does, I'm going to be the one that says, remember I had a dream.
I hope so, I hope so, I hope so, I hope so.
So is there anything else that you're doing? Anything else that you see yourself doing outside of clothes?
I want to be an architect.
What?
I love houses so much. I love designing, so I want to venture in that. So yeah, I love these luxurious houses so that's what I actually want to do. So after 30, I actually need to be doing that, you know. My brand needs to be where I want it to be, that the company can actually run without me. Then I can focus on that because I love beautiful homes, you know. So yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Now you know.
Good luck with that.
Nah.
Are you gonna go back to school for that?
Yeah, I have to. I want to do a course probably next year. I don't know where I'm going to do it, but I don't want like a long-term course because I used to do EGD. So yeah, I want to get into that just to design houses, house plans, maybe buy a few houses, revamp, you know, like, yeah, build people dream houses. So yeah, that's what I want to do.
That's very interesting. I wish you all the best for that.
Thank you so much, you know.
And is there any advice that you would have for someone who's watching this video and would like to design something of their own, has a dream themselves?
I mean, the first thing I would say is that start, because a lot of people always go out there to get our information and there's actually no manual or guide to this. You know, you just need to start and you learn as you go. I also learned as I went, you know. I didn't know anything about shipments, how to get my products from China, you know, but someone helped me there. So as soon as, like, not everybody's gonna help you, but the aim is to start and believe in what you're doing, have the passion for it, and it might be slow, it might be fast, never give up, you know, have that vision that you want for yourself, then keep going. The rest will fall into place basically, yeah.
Okay, is this something that you saw yourself doing, like at a young age?
I think I did in high school because we always used to wear these luxurious brands, especially in the hood that we rate that high. So I always wanted to own something that's mine, you know. And you know, like when I started, the best feeling was actually seeing people wearing a brand with pride, you know, I was like, fuck. You know, now I'm used to it, but when I started, I was like, dang, these people actually see in what I believe in. And you would meet a lot of people in town or wherever I went. You know how people are, oh, it's a Brenda, man. I'm like, it doesn't matter, you know. At the end of the day, people actually love the product for what it is and not because of who owns it. So, yeah.
Well, it also matters who owns it because it's you.
No, it doesn't. What happens if I'm no more there? I mean, all these big brands started somewhere. If you have a quality product, it's gonna last for long, you know? It's gonna. So if you're saying that people are wearing my brand because I own it, what happens when I pass on? Are you saying that people are not gonna wear my brand? It can't be like that.
Well, I think you've successfully built the people's brand.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about your brand.
Yeah, that's why the slogan is choose the brand that chooses you.
Yeah.
I cater for everyone. Whether you work at a car wash, you sell cigarettes on the streets, you're in an office, bona, anyone. That's why it's also affordable. That's why we always keep it to be affordable to a lot of people. Obviously, there's the premium range, the standard, obviously the ones that are expensive, but yeah.
So, who do you consider to be your competition, if you have any?
I actually don't have competition, to be honest, but competition is good. I mean, there's just a lot of brands out there that are doing good. Take Galaxy Boy. That guy used to be my mentor. I know everything that I know because of him. A lot of brands are doing good. You know, your Godspeed. Godspeed was like a baby to me, but he's doing good. So, and also, I think competition is good because if we didn't have competition, you wouldn't be pushing the way you're pushing. Because you must always know that there's someone that's coming for you. You know, never think you're on top. You know, and also consistency. So, competition is actually not it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. But I don't have competition. I'm my only competition.
Please note, he does not have competition.
Yeah, no. Don't.
So, everyone wants to know this question. I want to know this question. I've been asking people this question. So, let me hear it from you.
Yeah.
Why can we not buy your clothes in a store?
It's because people think I made it. But for me, my brand is still developing to a point whereby I want it to be at a certain standard. That's actually when I can open a store. But for now, I'm still learning as I go. I'm also trying to bridge a lot of gaps. That's why now I have like a pickup store, but I do have an online store.
Okay.
So I mean, like, and to open a store, it's a lot of money. It's just a lot of money. And I think by the time you open a store, you need to be ready. You need to know that I'm receiving stock for probably $500,000. So I'm almost there, but I'm not there yet. So I don't want to rush the process. I feel like it's going to happen, you know? People are just out there rushing to open stores whereby all their profit is going to rent money. They have nothing to show for it. At least I have something to show for it. So that's why they always say, own pace, own race, own lane, you know? I make a lot of sales during the week, but I can see Guti, I'm not there yet. But I pray to God that I get there, and I can't wait to open a store.
Well, you know what? From your lips to God's ears. Yeah.
Papa, soon.
From when you were in high school and you know, hustling the way that you were, to having the idea of starting this thing, to starting it, to where you are today, how has your mindset changed? Is there anything that you wish you knew then that you know now?
I actually don't know, but I mean, if you knew me in high school, I used to be rough. You know, like I used to be
That's one of those naughty kids.
Yeah, so as I started my brand, it has actually helped me to always humble myself. I was trying to, like, in most cases, we'd go to places, people would provoke us, it'll be that thing lore arelwe. But the Buddha back there now, not like make sure khonyiwe. But it's just a thing that Ototwara pila, you know, to the society, because you know you have a brand, you have an image to protect.
You represent your brand.
I mean, what would my clients say? What would sponsors say? People that want to work with you, that Buddha Wira Sol is also having a brand and a business has actually helped me to humble myself. Kala, I didn't care. I knew that but now I'm very humble. I understand humble beginnings. Kore, that's actually how it is. That's why I always tell people my brand changed my life. Yeah, if it wasn't for my brand, I'll probably be, I'll probably be in the streets, Iramasepa. You know, I recently also lost my brothers, things like that. So it's just, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm blessed to have this brand, and it's like actually shaped my future. You know, it's not easy, but we keep going. You know.
So you would kind of say that your brand and starting it is what guided you.
Yeah, it has actually changed my life to the better me. Yeah. Next time
You're
in high school.
Peaceful now, I must
Yeah, high school I was just, but now I'm just, you know. So my brand actually changed my life for the better.
I mean, you and I could actually be friends now, because back then,
I used to take care of you. I used to take care of you guys.
You know why that was?
No,
right?
I used to take
You
care.
know why?
No.
Come on.
I used to take care of you guys.
That we both
Like,
say,
you know, but whatever you guys
we would be
needed.
talking.
I used to be that big brother that you guys always needed. You know?
Right.
Obviously, high, but I mean, come on.
Okay, well, just know, maybe you didn't know it back then.
Yeah.
I did not consider you to be a friend, but now I do.
Oh, wow.
You're like my brother.
Was I that bad?
Oh, you have no idea.
Was I
think
that bad?
Like when other people looked at you, they saw something else, and when you looked at yourself, you saw something else at that point. Like you were a bit scary. Like people would be scared to talk to you, like or talk to your girlfriends. It's like no, she's Buddha's girlfriend. Don't even go there.
Oh, you'll get, yeah, no. I know. But that was part of high school, you know, we grew up. It was a phase.
Person as well,
Yeah.
so.
You guys were very young, but I mean, look at where we are now.
Yeah, a woman.
But I'm more peaceful now, so
You
yeah.
are.
I'm
You're
peaceful.
likable.
So high school I wasn't likable then. Hey.
Well, let's just say I like you more now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much.
I will continue to support you. I see you going very far. And I don't think that the store or whatever is the end all be all. Like you can go further than that.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's what I wish for you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for coming here today and joining us. We hope to have you back.
Anytime.
Because you will have something else to talk about that we want to know about these houses that you're going to be building.
Of course. So yeah, I'm about to start. It means money, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Now that we're done with the business side of things, I'm pretty sure some girls are wondering if you're single or if you're taken.
I'm happily married.
Oh, are you?
I
Where
am.
is your ring, sir? Where is your ring?
I'm gonna buy a ring, but I'm happily married.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm happily
Alright
married.
then, I do not believe that, but okay, we will take that for now. Thank you for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is Conversations with Karabo, with your host, Karabo Paloye, from my heart to yours.